Hey guys, what is up? My name's Casey. You're tuning in to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Hope you guys are having a good day. I got a lot of new subscribers here, so I just want to welcome you to the channel. Let you guys know that we follow basically any type of investment and we review it. It doesn't matter if it's in blockchain or stocks. It really doesn't matter the asset class. If you have an opportunity to make money in whatever market it is we're pointing out, it's because that's where the smart money's going and that's where the trends are going. And if you want to be a lion and rip the face off this market, okay, you're tuning into the right channel. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well if you're new. But with that being said, today's video I wanted to talk about Doge's girlfriend, give you some technical analysis on that, and then go into Theta as well. And then I'm gonna tie that into the metaverse, because if you watched my last video, I told you that I was gonna start following some of the new trends in this blockchain space. Well, that just happens to be meme coins, the metaverse, NFTs, that kind of thing. So that's what we're gonna cover. With that being said, I've got the daily chart up on Doge's girlfriend right now. And guys, the price on this has dropped significantly. I told you that I thought the bottom was in back on, I believe it was Saturday. But I just want to give you an update on it and show you where we are. So if we go up here and we grab this fib retracement chart, you can see I've got the 0.618 and the 0.786. Okay, these are strong reaction levels for prices to either bounce and go higher, or there's just a lot of demand for buyers and sellers at these levels. So I've got those marked out in red down here, and as you can see, major buy zones for fib retracement charts like this are usually in the 0.618, the 0.786, and then on down here at like the 0.883. Okay, normally you won't hit the 883, the 0.883, but you'll definitely see a lot of times with price action it goes into the 0.618 or the 0.786. So those are major buy zones, and we are there right now on Doge's girlfriend. Now if we go into a 12-hour chart, you can see we got a nice little green candle here, and we've wicked twice off of this bottom support within this buy zone. Okay, so that right there kind of confirms for me anyways, just looking at the charts right now, that we have got a bottom that is starting to come in here on Doge's girlfriend. And guys, like I said before, I don't have a crystal ball, so some of this chart analysis that I'm doing is on Elliott wave, and it may not follow the lines that I have in place here 100%. Okay, but with that being said, I'm going to show you where I got the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the charts for targets, so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me just move my head out of the way there. Let's see here. If we go up here to the the trend-based fib extension. Okay, move my head back. If we go to the top and then down, right about there, that's where your targets are. And we got a 0.618, the 0.2618, the 3.618, 4.618, 5.618, 6.18. Okay. Normally you won't see prices go that high, but with extremely volatile assets like this, I went ahead and put them in there because you never know, especially if you get like, a tweet from Elon Musk or somebody like that. You never know, these prices could just skyrocket. Cryptos are crazy like that. But I wanted to show you that because the leg one here, when you're looking at Elliott wave, leg 3 is always going to be a lot longer than leg 1. And leg 1's run up here was pretty significant, okay, in size. So I would expect, leg 3 normally is going to be about double that. So I would expect it to bring us easily past the 2.618 mark, and then we retrace. Now leg 4, when we come down on leg 4, it can never revert back to the top of leg 1. Okay, that's just how it works with Fibonacci charts and the theory behind that. So leg 4, if we did come down from up here, we would have to fall above the top of leg 1. So we could come back down to here, take a bounce, somewhere right there at the 0.618 level. You got the top of it right there, the bottom's right here. You could take a bounce from there and then shoot up to leg 5, which would take you higher, and that would put you in like the 3.618. Okay, Now that's, if you ask me, that is doable. There's very, very good potential for that, just looking at what we have right now going on. But we need more longevity and price actions with Doge's girlfriend because it's such a new meme token. And guys, like I said before, I don't care. I do not care if this is a meme coin. I can be pushing forks on paper markets, and if there's an opportunity to make money there, guess what? I'm going to take a look at it, especially if you got smart money, billionaires coming into it, that sort of thing. Speaking of billionaires, again, Elon Musk, like I said, you know, leave a comment in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think of this. But do you think that Elon Musk might actually be behind this meme coin with Doge's girlfriend? If you think so, leave a comment. Let me know what you think on that. Okay, because again, the billionaires are pouring into this. We've got who was it? So I can't remember the guy's name or what exchange it was, but there's a billionaire that is an owner of one of these exchanges out there, like Kraken or somebody like that, and he went in on Doge's girlfriend. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. You got smart money going into this stuff. Elon Musk, Dogecoin. Who knows if he's in Doge's girlfriend? He probably is. But hey, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Okay. With that being said, though, let's go to Theta. Okay, because I want to show you the charts with Theta. Guys, if you're Theta holders, you should be excited about this because we've been waiting. We've been in a downtrend for so long on Theta that it was just inevitable that I thought the prices would have to turn around eventually. And I told you that we were, retesting the resistance on this downward trend quite a bit, and eventually we were going to pop, either down or up. Looks like we went up in price, which is good, because now I don't have to necessarily look at my plan B for liquidating if we drop to lower prices on Theta. You also got here in Q4, you got the NFT launch with Katy Perry, digital rights management. I believe Theta's got a new ticketing system that they're setting up as well. I think it's called Tickets. But it's in beta right now. It's in a development phase. And what they're trying to do is make it so that you can purchase concert tickets in the form of an NFT. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this with Theta is because, guys, if they can get the Know Your Customer KYC in place for the NFTs once the concert goes live, that would be a huge success for them moving forward when it comes to other concerts they could set up through like virtual reality. And we'll just have to wait and see where they're at with that here in 2 months. But guys, if you get anything like that, or even a Coinbase listing, for God's sakes, the price on Theta is going to skyrocket. And as you can see, the trend here on Theta, if we just go to the daily chart, Theta's trend is up, guys. Okay, so we can come back down. We could bounce off of the downward trend here on Theta, easily bounce off of that and head higher. That's normally what happens with price action when we break outside resistance levels like this. We do have some strong resistance at 802 and at 945, but if we can break the resistance on those, flip that into support, there's no reason why we can't go to like $15, $16 here in short order. Okay, now with that being said, that's Theta right now. Let's go over here to this video I want to show you. This is on Bloktopia, and I told you guys I'd be covering more in depth on projects that deal with the virtual reality and gaming, because all this ties into the metaverse. Okay, and I'm going to tie this in with Theta as well, so you can see where Theta would benefit from being tied in with the metaverse. So just getting started, this is Bloktopia. It's a demo, so I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go watch this. But it's just a demo showing you basically what virtual reality is going to look like inside metaverse. Okay, so pay attention to it, because again, I'm going to tie this in with everything that I'm talking about, even Doge's girlfriend for that matter.
Spawn outside of Bloktopia, that's already been seen in our trailer. This is now the entrance into our metaverse. So immediately straight ahead you can see a map that you'll be able to walk up to and interact with. This will show you where you are currently and then allow you to view other floors and get a really good picture of where to navigate to.
See, you can
here we see an advertising totem. So major global brands
you could definitely, like, look at that Polygon. You could definitely see why in my last video I was talking about, signs and marketing and advertising galore inside this virtual world. You could very easily see something like that with, like, a sign right here with Polygon. Maybe it's a Walmart store. Maybe it's one of the companies that you work for. Okay, you're going to work, right? You don't, what do they want us to do? They want us to stay at home. So all these companies right now are fighting, resistance from people wanting to come back in the office. Well, you no longer need to do that. I mean, you could go right over here to your office, your building, in a virtual reality world, sit down with your avatar at a desk, have a meeting, continue doing work like you normally would, but you're in a virtual reality world. Everything is it's tied to the physical world as well in the form of NFTs or non-fungible tokens. So, see what I'm saying?
Outside of the world of crypto will be able to advertise here. And each of our virtual stores on level 1 have major crypto brands as tenants, so you'll be able to enter any of these stores and have immersive brand experiences. You can see Block Party here, so this is our free to spin game which gives anyone a daily chance to win some block on native token, which will be crucial within Bloktopia. And to the left you can also see our Lamborghini, so every day people will also get an opportunity to enter the prize draw for a Lamborghini. We'll actually be giving away a real Lamborghini to one lucky user. It's worth remembering there'll be 21 floors within Bloktopia. We're just looking at level.
Okay. I'm not going to play any more of it. If you want to watch the whole thing, just click the link in the description below. But did you notice how you said, we'll be giving out a real Lamborghini, right? So you would have a drawing through an NFT. The NFT is given to you. Then you go present that to the company for your Lamborghini, and they have it physically delivered to your door in the real world. See how the two worlds run parallel to each other? So I just want to show you that real quick, because here's the thing with virtual reality, guys. My stepson went to school at one of the best gaming schools in America. It's called DigiPen. Graduated from there last year, and we've been talking a lot about this because he was in game design, and they talked about virtual reality. And I mentioned digital assets, NFTs, stuff like that in virtual reality, just to see what he thinks. He kept talking about the problem with virtual reality is motion sickness, and you got to get past that first to get your user base in, so that people actually want to play virtual reality, and it becomes more mainstream adopted. One of the problems is bandwidth, guys. Bandwidth. And what problem has Theta solved with bandwidth on the internet? You can now live stream 4K and 8K video just fine with no disruptions. Okay. Now, as far as the motion sickness, or the motion issue, they talk about motion sickness, right? You got to solve the slow connection problem to prevent motion sickness. Okay? I'll leave a link for this as well because it's going to cover all 5 for you, but I wanted to specifically point that one out because slow connections. What do decentralized networks, in blockchain, especially like Theta, what do? They make those connections faster through micropayments with like T-Fuel. Okay, so you can see the need for Theta and how that would tie in to the metaverse because of the problem they solve. I think you're going to see Theta's price action really take off as more of this becomes in the news. People talking about it, and hopefully Theta gets involved because they'll be able to fix this bandwidth problem. Okay. Now that brings me to this article, which is Nike. If you don't think that, it's just Facebook that's getting into Metaverse and looking at it, here's one for you. Nike is quietly preparing for the Metaverse themselves. Nike has filed 7 trademark applications as it prepares to enter the Metaverse. As part of the application, the company indicated its intent to make and sell virtual branded sneakers and apparel. So they'll be doing it through NFTs, guys. And they'll have their own virtual store in something like Bloktopia. People familiar with Nike's plans said the space is a priority for the brand, and consumers can expect to see more virtual rollouts in the months ahead. So again, The old corporate model of going to 9 to 5 every day at your office, those days are numbered. For the companies that are following the trends, like Lions Den Investments over here, because we're lions, guys. That's what we do. We follow the trends. This is where the money's going. They're not gonna have a choice. They better get in line and pivot, because this is the main pivot, is going into this virtual world. Here's another one. The pandemic has made the concept of virtual space to meet, do business, or hang out more tangible, benefiting companies like Verbella. Okay, I just want to show you a picture of this, because in that Bloktopia video, it was more for gaming. It was more for just exploring. But it's bigger than that, because you can set up something like this. You could set up your own corporate campus. Okay, you got buildings over here. This might be one of the corporations you work for at your day job. This might be your friends Susan or Bob, and everybody's meeting up, talking outside the campus. Same holds true for inside the campus itself, because these are all going to be virtual reality rooms inside these buildings where you can sit down and have meetings. So, just wanted to point that out to you. Last thing I want to end with here is there's a lot of rumors out there right now about people that are making Doge's content, Doge's girlfriend content. So content creators creating the content around it are getting silenced. They're getting banned, especially like over on Instagram. Now I don't know. I haven't heard anything about people on YouTube, but I'm trying to keep my reputation kind of pretty clean on this channel. So, there's of course a lot of haters out there telling me I'm shilling the project. And that's not the case, guys. I'm already a whale in this crypto, this meme coin. So really, I really don't care what the prices do right now. I'm just sitting on it. But I'm trying to make other people aware of the opportunities that are in front of their face. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't care if the asset's forks and spoons, for God's sakes. If it's going to make me a couple $1,000,000 because smart money's going into it, guess what? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm not necessarily shilling the project because I'm not getting paid advertising from it. I already have FU money in the back of my pocket from projects like Theta and T-Fuel. I don't, for me, it's not, hey, get into this to make me richer. I already know where the prices are going. I see the trends. It's just a matter of time. So all I'm doing is just sitting and waiting. Because Doge's girlfriend, guys, is going to the flipping moon. Or in case you don't understand that, because it ties right into Metaverse, okay? Along with everything else. So with that being said, that's really what I wanted to end the video with. I'm going to leave a link for content that I create on Doge's girlfriend. I'm going to leave a link in the video down below for Theta TV, because what I'm going to do is put content over on a decentralized platform using blockchain, so that I don't have to worry about being silenced. You understand what I'm saying? I have an alternative here. So that's where I'm going to post all my Doge's girlfriend content that's more in depth, where I go in and start talking about some of the stuff they don't want you to know or hear right now on some of these mainstream social media platforms. Because again, at the end of the day, guys, I'm trying to keep my reputation clean here. And the last thing I want to do is get out there and try to pump some project so I can pad my pockets and then get out. Because honestly, if I were to sell, I'm going to dump the entire market. That's how much Doge's girlfriend I own. Now, why would I do that? That's stupid, especially when I know the prices are going much, much higher. If anything, I'd probably take 10% out, pay myself. Oh, look at that. Just made a couple $100,000, or maybe $1 million. Okay, let me pull another 10% out here when we retrace and go back up. Do something like that instead. Because as we go higher in price and you're just pulling out like 10%, well, shit. The first time you pull out, you might make a couple $100,000, maybe $1 million. The second time at higher prices you pull out, you might be looking at like $10 million. And you're not necessarily crashing the markets. You're not ruining people. You're not wrecking them, because I'm not in it for that. I'm just in it for the opportunity. If you guys like the content, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. And with that said, I'll shoot another video here pretty soon. I don't know what I'm going to cover. I'll figure that out here in the next day or two, and then I'll shoot another video. But disregard the FUD. If you hear any FUD, if you hear anything, people coming out talking crap on meme coins and all that, don't listen to it. Just keep your plan in place. Trade your plan, execute your plan. And with that said, fear nothing, my friends. I'll talk to you later.